Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis and returned Jurassic Park Hunter Legends, where I have done a little bit of tinkering with the files. Nothing too much, just as you can see, we have the Colt Python, the compound bow, which is already there, and the hunting shotgun as weapons we're going to try using and see how they feel in the game, because last week, if you guys didn't see a little bit of Parasaur footage towards the end there, that really stuck with me, it really felt like it should not have been that bad for it, so those DLC weapons, they have a few different stats and things to them, so we're going to give them a try, see how things are. And I want to probably start just taking these two along and see how much we could go for. I guess maybe we even stick to a herbivore roster, because first try the weapons out, then when we're a little more used to them, we'll go from there. I don't know if we'll do Dawn or... you know what, maybe we'll do Dawn. That might be an okay one to go, and we'll see if we can actually hit these mortal zones a little easier using these weapons. And depending on how they are, we'll probably go forward with them. And if requests come in, I may actually do another one of my setup videos for you guys, or installation guides, because the compound bow was pretty easy to put in. I can't remember the details of, but I mean, I got it working, evidently. But when it came to the Python and the hunting shotgun, it wasn't quite as broken up and a readme included, so you kind of, unless you know the file system yourself, you would be a little more lost on how to do it. So if requests come in, I will make a small video showing you guys how to set each one up, but everything is looking pretty good, so we'll just hop in and go on a brand new hunt. Okay, well, aside from gazing into the morning sun, everything's looking pretty good so far. And yeah, pistol's definitely got a model change. The shotgun's a little simpler. I don't remember if it was... Actually, I think it was sort of just like the... almost like the spike of an iron sight at the tip there. But we'll do a little bit of hunting, see if these feel more precise than the other weapons we've used so far. I'm not expecting them to really be that much different in, like, damage numbers. I know there are some changes in the, like, stats of the weapons when I had to do the installation, but nothing that I'd say looked really out of whack or completely different. Just a few, like, little adjustments here or there to maybe make them play a little bit better. We'll have to see. Well, I guess we'll start simple with just a Parasaur call. And we did get a reply, which is good. So we'll start making our way over there. And I can proudly say the channel has reached 250 subscribers as of this morning, or today as I'm recording on November 20th. So thank you everybody who's subscribed so far. It really has helped a lot because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the videos and that you do just support the channel and what I'm doing here. So it's always awesome to feel you have a little bit of support from people as you're trying your own projects or things out that you're unsure of. Actually, there's a pair of them. A pair of Parasaurs. What do you know? Well, maybe we'll be able to sneak a bit closer and then try using the pistol out. Now, I'm hoping we're not going to see a repeat of the clip where I can fire like 5 shots off and not a single hits, and then it goes running off. I think watching it back, I was able to fire 5 to 6 shots, and then it just ran off. Like, Oh, no, that's just... Oh, a Crethosaur. Okay, so maybe it was another Parasaur we saw. It was just another Crethosaur. The only problem is going to be... Okay, once we can get up over this hill... Yeah, I didn't think that would hit. That's always my problem with the iron sights, is I can't... I feel like you want to line it up so that way you can almost make a shape of a cross, right, using the iron sights there, so that's what I gotta remember to do. I do admit the weapon sway does kind of make that a little more difficult. But at least we can... Oh, wait! We actually got a hit on it. What? Okay, that surprised me. I thought we completely missed, but we actually did manage to land a shot against it. And just because we're going to be tracking this one, and we might get a little tunnel vision, I want to have the hunting shotgun at the ready. Just in case. Oh, there's more blood. And I don't exactly know how, like, the spread is on the shotgun. I decided to replace both these two because these were some of the weapons that felt more I was having difficulty with just the general aiming in that of them. So we'll see how they feel to play around with a bit more, how accurate they are. And it does really make me wonder if it would be a good idea. Like, it keeps nagging at me, is maybe Jurassic Park Hunter Legends could do with at re-release. I mean, you do have all the files there. All you'd really have to do is kind of package it. Oh, what's that? Oh, just Gallimimus. Just repackage it all together and put it up on the database. I think it might not be that, like, hard of a process. It'd just be a little tedious trying to... Oh, there's where it went off to. Took a bit of turn there. Just a little tedious to get all of the entries in that properly matching with the new files that you might package into it, but all of the components I feel are pretty much there. It's just, again, having the time to be able to compile them together. Okay, so let's see. So it's been going on a few zigs and zags here. Okay, so maybe it actually came up this way. Okay, well, the blood trail's kind of hard to follow at times because you don't know which is the fresh or not. It's basically connect the dots without the numbers to go along. And when they're kind of grouped up like that, it's a little more difficult. It almost looks like he might have circled back, or she, it, her. Not exactly, again, gender... I guess gender neutral is the best setting for right now, because with the Jurassic Park franchise, they were all supposed to be female, the frog DNA in them, though, life found its way. Oh, well, there was a Triceratops we spooked off. So we'll have to try following you up later. Okay, so we want to keep going this way. At least it sounded like it was through this way. Though nothing's really coming up on the binoculars yet, which is a little surprising. I do admit the wind is also going to be another problem, or, as it seems to often work as, our dinosaur direction indicator. It seems like more often than not, it's pointing right at a dinosaur less than it's pointing the wind direction. Or the two collude together. I'm pretty sure it's this direction, unless it's coming from right behind me and then I'm an idiot. So that one's probably the more likely of the two. We'll just continue along and see if we can scan along with the binoculars and get a visual. Oh, no. It is the right direction. It did go wrong. Again, I feel like the sensitivity has to be adjusted in the settings, because we only just saw it. We were behind a tree, and it still ran right off. Like, I don't know if it's something with, like, how much noise you make. Because I don't even know if the game is advanced enough to have, like, you make different amounts of noise depending on the terrain you're on. But we didn't take a shot, so it might not be as, like, spooked as some of its other times could be. Yeah, there you are out there. Yeah, see, I am crouched and moving through that, and it still picks us up. And I can actually verify that the wind was not a factor into it that time. Oh, there are two of them out there. Maybe I will be able to use the shotgun on some of them and just see. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to have to adjust the settings and the sensitivity for the animals. Like, I think the view range isn't even at its max either. I'm pretty sure that that's something I've kept down or haven't put up to its maximum yet. So when you can barely see the animals on your screen, how are you supposed to be able to line the shots up? No, that wasn't... I thought that was looking good for one, but... Again, I guess just the distance will have it deviate so much. If we ever do get a more modern take on carnivores, I really do want you to not to start with a pistol. Make a pistol something like a hand cannon. Okay, I'm crouching. I haven't made any calls out. There we go.
You've done a great job.
Okay, so that one was good. We got one parasaur so far. There was a second one up here that I might try calling in again. I don't know where it might have ran off to. Oh, never mind. Actually, I think the one we just shot called back there. But we actually... Oh, I forgot to turn the tranquilizers on. Well... Okay, I guess we're going to get a few more trophies for the gallery.
Returning to base.
Okay, I'm not going to move. I'm just going to sit here and let him calm down. Because, yeah, it looks like it's basically kind of stuck in its little area up there. It's doing its AI circles. Okay, I was not moving. The wind was not in its direction. I have camouflage and cover scent on. I'm going to definitely be going into the settings and doing some tweaking on it. Because how can you explain that it's detecting us? I'm just going to get you down.
You've done a great job.
I feel like those guys should really not be your, like, starting animal either. You should slowly be working your way up to the more skittish game. So you'd imagine a parasaur being the most timid would be worth a lot more points because it's a lot harder to get close for the shots, but... Again, there's some weird design choices that Carnivore series has usually gone through.
Okay, boss.
Okay, I apologize for blinding you guys for a moment there. Actually, it's not too bad as long as it's not directly into it. Like, that's tolerable. Less so, that's too much. I actually got to blink a few times from how bright that even was coming through the monitor for me. But I do feel like this pistol is more accurate than the other one was. Look, maybe we can get that trike back. Or not. Okay, we gotta be able to call something in. Or as we keep going, something will reply. Oh. Oh, just Carnivore. I hear a bit of movement. Might just be, probably just the Carnivore then. One of the things is, because the Carnivores maps can spawn things like the Dilophosaurs and Raptors on them, as soon as you get your first kill or two, you get a lot more paranoid. Or at least I get a lot more paranoid, because then that's kind of a setback for you. Like what points you thought you... Oh, There we go. There's a trike. Okay, that one, I could maybe the wind, but again, it really feels like the sensitivity on them is too high, even at its default right now. So I think I am going to probably cut that in half at the end of this episode. Just go in the menu to do that. And, like, I'll let you guys see. It is one thing I kind of like for a game to actually have, is you could set how sensitive the animals are. Now, I mean, some people might just completely cheese it and put it down to 0 and have no sensitivity on the animals, but I don't know. To me, it does feel like that's a little too high for... Is that you making the noise? Yeah, it sounds just like a cow calling back, doesn't it? I called them the dino cows, but, I mean, they really live up to the name with those calls. Okay, we'll just sneak a little bit through the bushes here. I swear, the wind is... I really feel like that's exactly what the wind indicator does. It points you to the dinosaur more than it actually tells you the direction of the wind. And now I'm also trying to determine or remember what the weak spot was for a trike. I think it's mostly been the same throughout all of carnivores. So it's the eye. I don't know if it's right along the back. Oh, back behind the frill or not. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to get the side shot, but if I get close enough, we might be able to use, like, just pump a few shotgun shells into it, and that should down it. There we go.
You've done a great job.
Okay, so trike pretty easily down. I think it does have a mortal zone along its back. That's one thing the trike, through a lot of the carnivores games, has usually kept to itself. What about an ankylosaur? Any around quickly? Or a stego? I guess we'll take a... Yeah, we'll take a really good look at you in the trophy room. But it's good to know that we actually have managed to get ourselves
Okay, boss.
a good trike to show off. Well, as long as nothing goes wrong, per se. Yeah, I probably jinxed myself with that state. That's just the chopper going away. Okay. I thought footsteps of like a raptor or Dilophosaur coming in to ruin this on us, but we're okay. We're okay. Not really hearing anything else, and we are getting towards that time to head back, so I think what we'll do is we'll just get up to the top of this little mountain here, give a couple of calls for the animals we haven't gotten yet, and then make our way back to the menu. But I do have to say, so far the weapons are feeling quite a bit more accurate than the base mod's counterparts. Yeah, there's nothing really coming out from here, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just get a nice vista of the island at dawn. I think that's a pretty nice view to kind of leave it on. Actually, can I? Ah, there you go. We basically have a nice little screenshot of it if you'd like. Okay, so we'll head back to menu now and go to the trophy room for a moment. Okay, so we're back in the menu here, and it really does feel like the Colt Python and the hunting shotgun have more accuracy to them. It might just be me, again, it's only our first time using them, but they felt a bit more accurate to me. And before I do the trophy room, I am just going to slide sensitivity. I'm going to do about half. See how that is. Yeah, view range is default, so I don't know if that's applying as well, but we'll try that next week, see how it is. And maybe we'll quickly go into trophies to take a good look at the Triceratops. Okay, so here we are back in the trophy gallery. I shouldn't really call it a room, all things considered. So we got ourselves our 2 stegos from the first episode there. Then we got ourselves the parasaurs that are just this episode. They're a lot bigger once you can actually get really close to them. I don't know if it's because they look like they shrink when they're laying flat on the ground or what, but here is our trike. A little hard to discern where the eye is unless you're going back a bit of a distance, but I do have to get it. It is very, very nice model, although legs look a little squished together to fit on the pedestal. But overall, very nicely modeled. God, they just are so massive in comparison. Although we might also be tiny considering how tall that one desk is in there. Yeah, we're not crouching either. I think that's something a lot of games try to figure out and struggle with, is how do you represent the height better? Because, like, we have to jump to get up here to see what these are, so it might be the camera might be a little lower than you'd expect, although we actually would fit this desk properly. It's kind of weird. But overall, another nice week of hunting. Next week, I think we might be good to go see what the updated version of the abandoned InGen facility looks like. Because, again, we've basically got to show off all the maps again now that we've got the remasters to them. We've got majority of the DLC weapons. There is an SMG you could put in, but I don't know what it replaces. I think it's the rifle it does. But anyway, we'll probably stick just to using the regular rifle right now and go along a little further. So far, though, everything's looking pretty good. So, thank you all very much for joining me on another episode of Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. If you do like the series, be sure to give it a like, and any comments, tips, tricks, whatever you have to give us or let us know or even ask questions, leave them right down below in the comments section. If requests do come in about how you implement the DLC weapons, I will probably look at making a small little guide video of maybe 5 minutes or so just to say, hi, this is how you do it, here you guys go, it would help you out if you're interested. If you do like the channel, also be sure to subscribe to help us out a little bit. We are at 250 and steadily climbing, so we are getting our presence put up here on YouTube. Thank you all very much for all the support and help and just spending some time to watch what I put out. It is definitely really making quite a difference. So, until I catch you all next episode, survivors, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.